Oh boy.
스타킹 올이 나가가지고 금방 갈아입고 나갈게요.
진짜 오늘 여러 가지를 해주시네요. 응? 빨리 저거 해가지고 빨리 나와요.
That is the only rational way to respond if you open the door and Susie's leg is just leg. Hello everyone, what is going on? My name is the Newbie Warrior, and welcome to my first ever K-drama reaction. The first show I will be watching is called Vagabond. Now, really quickly, there are a couple of things I want to address before we get into the show. If you do just want to skip to my actual reaction of the show, there will be a time code in the description, as well as on screen right now. You should see a time code that you just click it there, and then you can just ignore all the talking. So, few things. One, this is my first time ever watching a K-drama, not just reacting to it, just watching in general at all. Two, because this is my first time ever watching a K-drama, I have particular tastes in TV. And what I mean is, I generally don't enjoy watching things that are lighthearted. I generally don't enjoy watching things that are primarily romance-focused. I generally don't enjoy watching TV that's in a school setting. What I typically enjoy are suspenseful, gritty, violent dramas. Or, I guess, like, dark comedy stuff, that too. So when it comes to that applies to the Western TV that I like, the anime that I like. So that's why I haven't watched K-dramas yet. I have, obviously, K-pop has become like my life. I've been into Korean films since before I was actually into K-pop. And I'm trying to immerse myself in Korean culture as much as I can. And learn more and more. But K-dramas was the one thing that I avoided, and the primary reason is because whenever I see people talk about K-dramas, or I see what K-dramas are popular, it is usually, everything that I've seen indicates romance focus, all drama, like just pure character drama. I don't enjoy, that. So that's why I've avoided it. Until recently, I started seeing stuff pop up in my Netflix queue. Maybe because I've been watching more anime, maybe, I don't know why, but I started seeing what clearly are covers with Hangul on them for shows, but I see, like, guns in the title, or, like, really dark descriptions when I read the description. I see the tags, thriller, suspenseful, violent, gritty, and so I'm like, let me look for one of these. So that's what's driving me to try these. Plus, I just haven't gotten into K-dramas, and I need to. Like, I'm sure I'll enjoy them. There may come a time, by the way, in the future when I enjoy K-dramas that are more, I don't want to say generic, more traditional, of the more lighthearted romantic stuff. Maybe my read is entirely wrong. Let me know if that's the case, and that's not the norm for K-dramas necessarily, but it's just like what's popular. But yeah, so I'm really excited. This will be my first K-drama. Yeah, and I know it's a Netflix original one. And I've been warned also that maybe Vagabond is pretty much just a Western show that happens to be in Korean. So this may not even be like a true K-drama reaction for some of you. I don't know. But it did seem like an easy entry point for me. So how often am I going to be watching these? I would love to say more often than is the case. Right now, in my current situation, everything in my life is insane, and so I'm going to shoot for an episode a week, and if there's time for more, I'll do more. Some weeks I may have to skip, because like I said, everything's insane and unstable right now, so apologies, but I'm going to shoot for an episode a week, like I said, hopefully more. So one more thing that's really important. I want some feedback from you guys, okay? So, really quickly, when I react to dramas, there's going to be some things that are different. I'm not going to pause as much and talk, probably, as I would during a video. Primarily because if I'm watching something narrative, and I'm reading subtitles the whole time, I expect it to be... I'm not, like, freaking out over a fan service moment, or, like a musical note that really sticks out to me. But I'm just going to be trying to follow the narrative, so I may pause it and talk, but it won't be nowhere near as often. I think. That's not on purpose, I'm just assuming. 2, I need to know what format you guys want for this. So what I mean is, normally when I react to videos, I'm over here. My screen is right here. Okay? So, that's what I'm going to do for this episode. Okay? We're going to do small screen, big screen me. Next episode, you guys will have to tell me if you want me to do... like full screen with me in the corner, because I can do that too if that's what people want, and I can even zoom in on my face more probably. So you'll just have to tell me in the comment section. Maybe I'll make a poll as well. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer my normal reaction setup, or do you prefer like a smaller me in the corner? Because this is just for Patreon, and obviously copyright stuff. I'm not gonna get dinged here. So yeah, just let me know. Oh. One more thing. This episode is free. Okay? Episode 1, free to everybody. Episodes going forward will be available for $4 and above patrons. So, if you like this, and you want to see me watch future K-dramas, finish this K-drama, that will be $4 and up a month. And you also get access to a bunch of other stuff, all my stream VOD content, so like Good Girl, some of the Twice stuff that we've watched. Oh! Jeez! It's like, what the? Get out! I am super impressed and hooked. I'm very hooked on this premise. That's dope. I feel like I watched a whole movie. The fact that that was only 40 minutes, right? No, it was like an hour. Okay. That's okay. I was thinking, I was like, if that was 40 minutes, a ton happened. But it is an hour. That was... Man, you gotta... Where do I start? Okay, I'm gonna try to compose my thoughts here. First of all, didn't know K-dramas could be like this. And once again, I know I've been told, at least once, that, like, some of the Netflix originals are basically Western shows, but Korean, so they're very, like, Hollywood-inspired. So I'm not sure if that's the case here, or if there's actual true K-dramas that are gritty action thriller focused like this. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time ever watching a single episode of a K-drama ever. But it is a drama, and it is Korean, and it's in Korean with a Korean cast, Korean directors, all that stuff. So I'm gonna call it a K-drama. I guess let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, I just didn't know that it was like this. This is not what I pictured. I'm super impressed. I'm super captured. I feel like I fell in love with the kid. And then I really, really bought the relationship between him and his uncle. The main character. And Dalgon, right? Dalgon. I fell in love with them, the kid, and then I bought their relationship really well. They did a really good job selling the relationship, making Dalgon kind of a dorkable, the fun uncle, but then you could see the tension building of him having to take over that father figure role, and not necessarily agreeing to that fully. And you really, really, that's tragic when the kids die. Obviously, it would be tragic regardless, but it is like, it's really tragic, and they did a really good job setting up Susie's character, Hari. I'll have to look up how to say all these names properly. but they did a really good job selling her as the dumb intern. But they show her at the beginning, I think, right? That was her at the beginning, and then so that was her, that her brother... I mean, his brother got killed? I think Dalgon's brother was the Korean sniper looking through the scope at her, and then somebody killed him. I think. I'm pretty sure. So, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he hesitated and died. So they did a really good job setting her up as, like, okay, she's with bad guys at the beginning. You don't know if she's bad necessarily, right? And then you see her and she's, like, a dorkable, intern. But then they leave the room, and then obviously it's like, oh no, she's, like, quick on her feet, badass intern. You're like, but is she evil? Like, who's she spying for? And then you find out that, yeah, she did indeed get the agent killed. It was a suicide. She said, if it's the autopsy, no one will find out. Like an autopsy will be fine. Let them do the autopsy. They did a really good job setting up the agent character, the former CIA guy as well. Overall, I'm just really, really impressed. Just my main takeaway is I'm impressed and I'm hooked. I can't wait to keep watching the show. Yeah, I like I said, I'm impressed. It's a fun conceit to have the stunt guy. I don't mean the stunt guy, because to have Dalgon be a stunt guy that had just quit being a stunt guy, and then now he has to use his stunt skills and his 3 black belts to basically get revenge, right? So yeah, it's a really fun conceit. It was all over a defense contract. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Obviously, the one defense contractor. Like, overall, the structure of this was really good. There were a couple spots when it jumped, and I was like, are we time jumping back? So I was a little bit confused in some parts, but overall it was cut well. The action was cut well. It was choreographed well. Little bit too much shaky cam on the action, but I think that's just because I'm spoiled with John Wick. But for TV, I mean, this was in very good action set pieces. And yeah, can't wait to watch more episodes. So let me know in the comments section. Also, Susie is too attractive to be real. She's so attractive, in fact, that despite the fact that she is evil and is involved with all those kids being murdered, I almost can't be angry at her because she's just that attractive. So there you go. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, patrons, I'm going to do my best to get one of these a week out to you guys. Once again, it's not a promise, but I'm going to do my best. If you're not a patron and you're watching this is obviously free to everyone. Consider jumping up to that $4 tier, and you can get more episodes of the show. So, yeah. Episode 2, I might film with the different layout that I talked about, with my face small in the corner and the drama big. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know about Vagabond. If you watch this, I ask for no spoilers, please, on the show. Yeah, thank you. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And please remember to stay newbie. Thank you to all my patrons who've chosen to support me during the month of August. I'm especially grateful to my $10 patrons, Wookbook, CJ, Bob, Lucky7, Jen, Georgia Young, Daniel Rains, and CJ Monasterio.